every DreamWorks movie gives us a villain to hate, meaning that sometimes we get the gratification of seeing those villains finally meet their end. Let's start with Drago Bludvist from How to Train Your Dragon.
It's all over now. Or is it?
He spends the whole movie acting like the most unstoppable warlord, full final boss energy. But in the last battle, things flip faster than Thanos realizing the Avengers actually showed up. Now come on guys, that celebration is quite stingy if you ask me. Hiccup and Toothless broke his control over the dragons, and with the Alpha feeling like a scared kid.
Jeez! Jesus Christ.
Mr. Warlord didn't look so invincible anymore. The fight knocked him straight into the freezing ocean below. The movie never shows what happens next, but dude, falling into icy water like that usually ends about as well as the Titanic did for Jack. Next comes Tzekel-Kan from The Road to El Dorado.
Because gods don't bleed.
His world started to collapse when the arrival of Hernan Cortez exposed the truth behind his lies.
There's nothing here at all. No, wait.
Now here's where things get uncomfortable. Hernan Cortez wasn't exactly known for mercy, and history makes that clear really fast. This is where the story stops feeling like an adventure movie and starts feeling more like apocalypto.
Love some more. And then enslaved on the sugar plantations for the rest of your...
Torture, forced labor, and brutal punishment awaited anyone who crossed his path.
Wait! No, wait! Wait!
Getting dragged away in chains might be worse than dying in battle. After years of terrifying everyone, the universe finally pulled a Godfather move on him. Now he's the one getting carried away, which goes the same for Mrs. Tweedy from Chicken Run. Now, you might be wondering how someone could end up like this. Her farm money-making days were getting over, and the pressure to make money pushed her into wild decisions.
Chickens go in, pies come out.
Ooh, what kind of pie?
Building a massive pie-making machine seemed like the perfect solution to her problems. Basically the kind of idea you come up with right before the situation turns into Jurassic Park levels of, this might be a bad idea.
We're stocked with box upon box of Mrs. Tweedy's homemade chicken.
That brilliant plan lasted right up until the chickens made their escape plan. This ends here during the frantic chase. Mrs. Tweedy fell directly into her own machinery, which ended up exploding. The movie keeps the moment off screen, but dude, that explosion was worth waiting for. She isn't the only evil lady with evil plans. The fairy godmother from Shrek 2 is no less than anyone else.
You couldn't just go back to your swamp and leave well enough alone.
Her main goal was focused on making Prince Charming king by forcing Princess Fiona to fall in love with him using magic.
It was the wolf telling him that his princess
If I could
is already married.
I mean, it wasn't my fault. He didn't get there in time.
Yeah, good luck with that. During the showdown, she fires a huge blast at Shrek, and it bounces right back, like karma pulling a perfect Matrix slow motion reversal.
Goo Lagoon.
Compared to the rest of these endings, turning into bubbles sounds almost pretty peaceful, but not as satisfying as Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
You? Him? He's a panda. You're a panda. What are you gonna do, big guy?
Who spent years building a reputation as the most dangerous fighter in the valley.
Want it? Come get it.
Oh! Finally.
But having that legendary reputation crushed by a belly is pretty embarrassing for a guy who trained his whole life. That's like preparing to be Rocky Balboa and getting knocked out by a yoga ball. He gets some serious kicking by Po. It's like he's not even a challenge anymore.
Skadoosh.
Finally, Po used the legendary Wuxi fingerhold and instantly sent him to the realm. Though Vontra from the Wild Robot brings a slightly different kind of villain story.
Vontra. Virtual Observational Neutralizing Troublesome Retrieval Authority.
Honestly, if my enemy's name sounds like this, I'm surrendering right on their face.
Your target is Rosm 7134.
Deploy.
The final face-to-face forces Ross to shut herself down completely, and suddenly it stops feeling like a villain defeat and starts feeling like the ending of Iron Giant. Still, the moment carries weight because her relentless pursuit caused so much trouble. While talking about space intruders, Gallaxhar from Monsters vs. Aliens gets the ending he deserves.
Nothing happened. Maybe my count.
Gallaxhar never saw that one coming, even with his giant brain symbolizing us superior to every other creature in the universe.
Extract the quantonium with extreme prejudice.
His confidence turned into arrogance as he explained his evil plan with dramatic speeches and long explanations.
But I've told you too much already.
Bro had the big brain villain speech ready, but forgot the #1 rule. If you talk too much and suddenly you're basically helping the heroes like a deleted scene from Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
Like I told you before, you should have defeated me when you had the quantonium.
And what I expected happened. Susan used that knowledge to overload her system with quantonium. That four-eyed villain with one big mouth suddenly realized his brilliant plan had a serious flaw.
1. Nothing happened.
Dude, bragging about your intelligence right before explaining your own defeat is such a wild strategy. But not as wild as Jack Horner from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
What did I do to deserve this? I mean, what specific?
I think he got the worst of all explosion endings. The big guy built his empire around pastries, magical items, and a personality that loved being outrageously selfish.
And a thriving baked goods enterprise for me to inherit. Useless crap like that.
When the magic star starts breaking apart, instead of escaping, Jack Horner keeps grabbing for more power. Pro really pulled a full Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade moment, reaching for the treasure when the floor is literally collapsing.
I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might have this.
The collapsing magic pulled him inwards, and all that energy built toward a massive explosion. The pastry king who wanted everything ended up swallowed by the very magic he tried to control. And let's be real here, that kind of ending fits his personality perfectly. But what about the rock from Sinbad Legends of the Seven Seas? The goddess Eris created this creature to test Sinbad's loyalty and courage during a dangerous journey. Unlike the other villains on this list, that's basically it. No tragic backstory, no master plan, just pure destruction. Like the shark in Jaws, wake up, choose chaos, rinse and repeat. One moment, the rock looks unstoppable, and then the next, it crumbles down into, well, rocks. But the next one, Prince Charming from Shrek the Third, got the most unforgettable ending. Charming tried to stage a theatrical takeover using actors, props, and a giant stage tower. Spending the entire budget on a real tower instead of cheap props turned out to be a terrible decision.
To man. Ooh, that sounds fun. But I have a better idea.
But he's not the only terrible decision maker. Lord Shen from Kung Fu Panda 2 comes right after him as he gets crushed down by his own weapon. A prophecy about his downfall filled him with fear and pushed him towards ruthless decisions.
Get them all!
Destroying entire villages and creating powerful cannons became part of his plan to control the future.
Well, like that thing!
And let's be real here, watching a villain destroyed by his own invention feels incredibly satisfying. Humpty Dumpty from Puss in Boots provides a rare emotional moment on this list.
So I won't make you choose.
By the way, this is one of the rare moments where Puss in Boots actually shows real emotion, which makes Humpty Dumpty spending years on revenge feel like less of a master plan and more like someone who watched Gladiator and took it way too personally. The giant goose fell, and Humpty went down with it. Instead of bitterness, the moment turned into a peaceful ending as he ended as a golden egg. General Mandible from Antz built his entire identity around power and control.
Tilt as it is, and
you can't help it. It's your nature.
Worker ants meant nothing to him. The sharpest jawline to ever live believed soldiers deserved dominance, while everyone else existed as expendable labor.
And we can bid final farewell to their kind of incompetence. Yes, sir. A fresh start.
His plan involved sacrificing thousands of ants to create a perfect society under military rule.
Army has mobilized against us. Against us? We'll have to send troops deep into hostile territory.
That sounded painful. The battle ended with Mandible falling to his death after his scheme collapsed. And let's be honest, no one will be sad after seeing him die. A similar fate was written for the Spiny Mandrill from the Croods, which looks like something pulled straight out of a nightmare. I mean, look at him. Spikes cover its body while sharp teeth reveal a constant hunger for anything that moves. The final chase leads everyone toward a massive cliff overlooking the wild terrain below. Gravity takes over instantly as the Spiny Mandrill tumbles down the steep drop. But with Dr. Zara from Abominable, killing off looks way worse than just a drop. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing at first, but later we see her true colors, which hides her villainous intentions behind polite words and a calm, professional attitude. The final chase across snowy mountains pushes everyone into dangerous territory. A miscalculation during the pursuit sends her tumbling from a massive height.
I thought we had to keep the Yeti alive!
Dead will have to do.
She crashes into deep snow far below while the storm continues raging around the mountain.
Yes!
Broken bones and freezing temperatures create a grim outcome for someone who pushed too far. Her exit shows how much the writers loved killing her off. Like Zara Grimmel, the grizzly from How to Train Your Dragon fell hard. Falling from that height into the ocean probably felt like this. That goes without thinking twice that he broke every single bone in his body. Grimmel believed no dragon could ever escape his strategies. The dragon hunter who spent his entire life chasing creatures through the air finally lost the sky beneath his feet. While Grimmel drowned in the ocean, the Red Death Dragon from How to Train Your Dragon was outsmarted. Crashing headfirst and exploding immediately. That's a lot of pain after getting outsmarted. The one who once dominated the skies as the ultimate predator ended in a painful death. And while the Red Death got a short time to die, Lord Farquaad was swallowed by a dragon during his wedding ceremony. Being stuck inside the stomach of a fire-breathing monster sounds horrifying. Darkness, heat, and digestive acid create a nightmare scenario. Something similar happens with the chef from Trolls. She dedicated her life to hunting trolls for food. Her obsession with cooking the tiny creatures made her feared across the kingdom.
Trollstice? For everyone?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm proposing.
The final confrontation ended with Chef getting roasted and eaten by a giant creature. The hunter literally became the meal. And the final person on this list is Kai from Kung Fu Panda 3, with one of the most brutal defeats. Well, he got what he deserved. Kai spent centuries stealing chi from Kung Fu masters to increase his power.
500 years in the spirit realm. You pick up a thing or two.
Po, being the dragon warrior, turned the tables by flooding Kai with more energy that he could handle. The overload caused his entire body to disintegrate into glowing dust. DreamWorks loves giving villains huge egos, but gravity, karma, and poetic justice always seem ready to end the story.